You can have all the talent in the world, but without exposure, it means nothing. What is up, Yarka Nation? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about a very important topic, which is how to get exposure and build a platform as a combat sports athlete. Now, whether you're a boxer or MMA fighter, you might know that we train almost like a job. We train every single day, almost twice a day, every day, if you want to reach the top of the game. You're doing it like it's a job, but you're not getting nothing. And now, some people might like that grind. They might be able to manage it, manage work and training, but eventually you're going to be at such a disadvantage when it comes to going pro, when it comes to really making this thing a career. Because let's be honest, eventually you need to make this a career. Not only do you need to get paid for it, you need to get connections, you need to get partners, you need to get promotions to sign you. Combat sports is a business as much as it is a fighting sport. So as you guys might know, in amateur boxing and even amateur MMA, you don't get paid nothing. Like, you're not even allowed to get paid. And then when you move into the pros, there's no guarantee that you're going to get paid either, to be honest. A lot of these pros are paying out of pocket for their first couple fights to go fight, because promotions aren't really going to pay you if they don't know that you're a good star, and if they don't know that you're going to draw seats, which is the most important thing. You have to be able to sell tickets. That's all boxing and MMA really is. How much you can sell. Because you can be the best fighter in the world. You need to get in the ring in the first place. How are you going to get in the ring if no one's going to sign you? You need exposure. Exposure brings not only like promotion signing you, but it also brings opportunities and sponsors where you can get money, or where you can just grow your brand in general. Maybe you want to transition to coaching. There's a lot of opportunities, but you have to get known. Now, I think a lot of people know this already. They don't really question why they should start posting content. I think everyone knows. But the big thing is, how do you start posting? A lot of people ask me, yo, how do you start posting? And really, it's really easy. You just start. But let's go a little bit in depth. In today's video, I'm going to go step by step, showing you guys how you can build yourself on social media, build your brand, build your personality, and get a following to help you succeed all around. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal takes from my experience on how to get known, on how to grow your following and really get people knowing you, have exposure, and get connections. I actually searched through YouTube, looking through this, looking for if anyone made anything like this, but not really anyone has made anything like this. So I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how to do it. First of all, you want to know that you're the product. Now, why am I saying this? It's because there's a lot of ways to blow up on social media. You can have a meme page just posting random content without even showing your face, and you can blow up and get a lot of followers from it. You can repost fight clips. You can post fight highlights of another guy. You can do all these stuff, but in reality, that's not really building you. You might make money from it way down the road if you get really successful, but in reality, that's not what you really want. You want people to know who you are, especially in the fight business. Like I said at the start, it all revolves around people viewing you, people buying your seats, people buying your pay-per-views, people viewing you. So they need to know you. So being recognizable and consistent, always showing yourself, posting stuff that is really like true to you, is a good foundation for how to build your brand. Let's go look at an example. Ryan Garcia. He was a prospect from when he was very young, but he blew up especially because of his speed. If you guys have seen his videos on the Fierce Reflex bag where he's showing his speed, or when he's doing those windmill things that I do sometimes, that became his thing. He became iconic for that. What I'm trying to say is, Ryan Garcia didn't do fight commentary on other people. He didn't like clip random memes and post them. He was building his own brand. So just keep that in mind as we go on. Now, with that being said, a major roadblock we're gonna go into, which everyone goes into, trust me, is caring what people think about you. Now, I don't care who you are, you do care what people think about you. Let's be honest. No one really doesn't care what people think about them. Everyone is kind of afraid of being embarrassed and laughed at, and that's normal, especially when you're starting off. Everyone feels that way. Even I felt that way, but look what I'm posting. I don't really care. Now, when I'm saying this, obviously I don't mean like go strip naked and go run around the street. Like, obviously keep your morals, keep everything, but when it comes to things like this, like content, like posting a video of you fighting or some motivational thing or like a funny video, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, okay? You're gonna die, the guy who's viewing it is gonna die. It doesn't really matter what people think. Things like this, like caring what people think about you, it doesn't really matter. If you're not doing anything wrong, I'm not saying people won't laugh. Like, yeah, you might get some people from school sending you around your stuff for a little bit for once you start, but guess what? Once you get like 30k followers, 50k followers, 100k followers, no one's gonna do that. They're gonna start thinking it's cool. But you look at all these big stars like Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia had like 30 followers, his friends would probably laugh at him too. It's just when you're starting off that it feels weird, but you just have to believe in the process. I might make another video going more into this, but you just have to stop caring. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what's worth more? These short-term laughs that people might laugh at you, and that's probably only gonna be for 2 weeks. Does that matter more, or your whole career? That's what I had in my mind when I started posting on Instagram. Like, all these people that follow me that I know in real life, it's gonna be weird, but I was like, in reality, my dreams are worth more than their opinions. And I know I'm not doing nothing crazy. Like, I'm not starting an OnlyFans or something. I'm being honest and I'm being a good person. I'm just expressing myself online. Now, the next step number 3, what to post. Now, there's many things to post, okay? So if you guys view my profiles, I post a mix of a lot of things. I post some training clips. I post some motivational, like inspirational stuff, like showing, for example, me when I first started versus now and the dream I have, and like some of the thoughts that I have, like, you know, what drives you. I also post funny content. I also post skits. I try to post a lot. I try to be very all around. Now for starting off, I'd say maybe pick one or two things like that and probably just build off of them. So some examples could be, you can post funny videos to viral sounds like that you see on TikTok. There's a lot of viral sounds that are going around with trends behind them. You can find popular trends on TikTok or Instagram and then remix them into a boxing version. You can do some day in the life type stuff. You can also do other type of posts which like express what you feel or your goals or stuff like that. Eventually you're gonna start to know what you like and you're gonna get better at doing this. Don't think, oh, I just started off, I didn't do this as well as I thought it would. It doesn't look that good. Obviously it's going to take time to get better at it, but the most important thing is just be true to yourself. Like, be real. This is something that a lot of people might not tell you. You might go into these videos that be like, oh, how to blow up on TikTok, how to blow up on Instagram. Not boxing related, just general. They'll always talk about algorithms and all this stuff. I'll be real, just be authentic. Like, whatever you do, that's how you're going to get long-term success. Don't copy other people's videos. Be true to yourself. Like, if you're going to post a video on your dreams or your expressions, be real in it. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to exaggerate it, and you don't also have to hide it. If you're a funny guy, make funny videos. Don't try to act like you're tough or whatever, or nonchalant. Make things that are true to you, that you would like to watch yourself. A lot of people think that posting content means just posting some bag work or maybe some like fight highlights or like some pad work, and although that can be good in some ways if you edit it properly and have the right sound and right angle, sometimes that could be good. I might do a video on how to make those videos better, but in reality, when I was talking about building your profile, building yourself, having a clip of bag work, it's not really gonna go that far, to be honest. It's not really gonna go that far. People are not really gonna enjoy watching a whole minute of you doing bag work. Some people might, but honestly, you want to go for something that really brings out you. Every now and then you would want to mix that up. That's what I'm trying to say, is like, don't center all your content around just a random pad clip or a random clip on the heavy bag, you know? That's not really gonna get you far. You need stuff that people can actually interact with, find funny, or they can feel like a connection to, or they can feel interested in watching, like a day in the life. Now moving on to the next part, consistency. Consistency is the most important thing, man. I have friends that say they want to start posting content and they finally get over the roadblock of kind of caring what people think, but it's not consistent, you know? They post like maybe for 2 days and they can't really post too much because they kind of feel like they lost momentum or they feel like they're not really into it. You have to be consistent. Now, I'd say starting off, post at least once a day. Short form content, like it's not that hard. Force yourself to maybe go on TikTok and scroll and find the inspiration. I'm not saying copy, I'm saying find inspiration, and then you'll get your own ideas. You'll find a sound and then you'll think, okay, maybe I can do this in a boxing version or a MMA version or a wrestling version or whatever. You have to be consistent. Post at least once a day. If you really can't find anything to post a random training video, okay? But that obviously shouldn't be your priority, but try to find something to post. Ideally, you want to get to 2 to 3 posts a day. There's a lot of other factors to this, like timing, like when you should post in the day, how far apart from each video should you be posting. All that stuff, I'll be honest right now, it does not matter at all. I never care about any of my timing, and I have a lot of viral videos. I don't post at a specific time. I don't think that matters at all. Like, I used to think it did when I first started, and I realized over time it really doesn't matter. I just find a video, I edit it, and I post it. Now, sometimes I might not want to post like 7 videos in a day right after each other. If I have a lot of videos, I might save one for tomorrow and post it, but I'd like to get at least 3 videos, 2 to 3 videos. So me, sometimes I go 4 or 5 videos. You see me post on TikTok and Instagram. That's how you really get growth, because the algorithm really pushes out people who are consistent. I don't really know why. I think I kind of know why on Instagram. It's because people start to know you and people start to really watch you more. That connects more with the first part that I was talking about in boxing, which is like, it's all about people knowing who you are, like people following you, not a follow button. I'm talking about people like actually following you in your journey. The more people see you, the more people like your videos. As in, I'm not talking about pressing the like button, like people actually enjoy your videos or people feel an urge to watch your videos. That's how you're going to build your platform. That's how people are going to know you. A lot of people might say, I don't know what to film or whatever. Like I said, just scroll through TikTok, just look what to film. Or make sure at least after the gym, you have a friend who can, after your training, after your class is done, he can record you a quick 30-second clip on the bag. Then you can edit that. Maybe to make 2 videos out of that, put some random text over it or some random song or some random sound over it, and then post it. Just be creative. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna get it perfect from the start. Obviously, you know, you're not gonna find the right video right away, but you're only gonna improve over time. You just have to keep posting. Next step, I forgot what step we're even on, to be honest, but what platforms to post on. You have 3 main platforms that you can post on. I'm giving you guys this guide. If you really follow this guide, you really can't go wrong. 3 platforms to post on. You're gonna be making short form content, which means Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. You make one video on one of those and you can post it to all three. That's 3 times people seeing you. A lot of times you'll see different type of people on different platforms. TikTok might have the younger audience, Instagram might have the older audience and the regular audience, and then YouTube Shorts might also have the younger audience. It's just different audiences. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's really different audiences. Each one has its own favors, each one has its own things. So from my own experience and from analyzing it myself, I always found that Instagram will have the better performances for specific posts. For example, you're talking about your boxing glove. Oh, I like winning boxing gloves. Or you're laughing about an injury, like a wrist injury or something like that. Or specific to you, a day in the life will perform better on Instagram than it will on TikTok. It's kind of like Instagram will push out what you post exactly to the people that will like it. The next one is TikTok. Now TikTok is way more different than Instagram, to be honest. A lot of people think they're similar, but I don't really think they're similar at all. TikTok favors the algorithm. It's almost 100% algorithm. Like, algorithm is key on TikTok, which means that posting things that are trending, like a trend or a viral sound, something that is in general people will all relate to, those will go viral on TikTok. Those will get better views on TikTok. YouTube Shorts is kind of similar to Instagram, but it's more in the middle. It's a bit more specific, less general. Another thing I wanted to also point out is don't worry about hashtags too much, trying to put a crazy amount of hashtags. Put a couple of hashtags that are like relatable to what you're posting, but in general, don't really worry too much about all these other stuff. Just focus on posting every single day. Focus on building your brand and building your ideas. That's the most important first step. I also want to point out another thing, especially on Instagram and TikTok. You'll find that your post might get views when you first start, and then after a week you might drop all your views, and you might be posting still good content, still quality content, but your views are gonna drop. That is totally normal. I've had that happen to me, and I kind of knew, because I got banned on my first account and I started another account, and when I started the other account, I kind of knew what was going on. I saw that my first day or two my videos were getting a lot of good views, and then after a week they all dropped to like pretty average views, like 200, 100, 300, 400 views. And then it would start slowly build up, especially on Instagram. Now on TikTok, that might take a little bit more time. It might take a week or two, a month. Just stay consistent. Don't get discouraged. Trust me, it will be worth it. Now, yeah, I made this guide, and if you really follow it step by step, there's no way you cannot succeed in this. Now, I am going to be doing a part 2 where I'm going to go more in depth. I'm going to be talking about how you can take your platform to the next level, how you can make your videos more watchable, editing tricks, hashtagging tricks, where to put your subtitles and your captions. I'm also going to be talking about how you get sponsors, how do you get partnerships, how do you really reach out and grow connections. I'm going to be talking about those in another video. Make sure to subscribe and like for that video. Make sure to follow my Instagram, my TikTok, and subscribe to this YouTube channel to keep up with me and keep up with my content. But that's all for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.